Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Cosmoteer. We have maxed out our 200 out of 200 jump fuel. We're probably going to need to get more FTL drives in our ship. However, there's only one place we can actually jump. I mean, other than the place that's empty. Because it seems like the cost to jump keeps going up as you keep fighting. So the only place we can really jump... Actually, there is here. This is the only place we can jump. Oh, no. Cancel jump. If we jump, the cost will go up. What we need to do is actually build another jump drive. God damn it. Fine. I'll build a jump drive. I have made an adjustment. I've adjusted the back, like I said last episode, to add an additional point defense. Because we could do with it. I guess... we will get ourselves a jump drive. Make it so. Okay. We're going to need to buy some more jump fuel. And now we can jump. However, there's still a very limited selection of places that we can actually jump to. That being... what? The cost decreases the more jump... Oh my god, I did not know this. Maybe we can jump somewhere that isn't an elite planet. Where's the nearest... we could jump to a professional planet. Right, this professional. Then we've got some veterans nearby, and then maybe the elites if we have to. I don't worry about jumping far, because what the problem is the compound interest of jumping, so you might as well jump somewhere interesting with places nearby. Because if we jump to the one nearby, we'd need to pay that cost anyway after that. So, let's prepare ourselves to jump. It's going to cost us a lot of fuel, though, because we need to get all of those different jump cells ready. Ding! Your jump is ready. Okay, we're back at a mere professional, not a veteran, a professional, which means it's time to go hunting. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and space is so delightful. I just wanna kill some noobs. They are closing in on my position, oh dear. Yeah, they're actually really closing in on my position. I don't like the idea of fighting many enemies at once, because I only really have protection from the front. Oh, you're moving away. Fine. I'll take the one at the bottom. Okay, they're actually really close. Fine! We will fight you. Come at us. Come on. Oh, and you're firing. Oh, are you gonna fire my shields? Are you gonna fire my shields? Oh god, those are missiles! Ow! Those are my own missiles! I'm pretty sure they are my own missiles. Next! Could have gone better. Phalanx Light Escort. And time for you to die. Mostly this is going to be amusing for the missile salvo. I didn't take out the reactor though. Close, but no cigar. If we're that close, our missiles actually might hit us. Can we not do this? You've got like 30 seconds to get the ship back in ship shape. Maybe we need bigger corridors. Maybe if we did have a 2x2 corridor, like, not a 2x2. If we had a 2-wide corridor, we could have a forward ramp and a backward ramp. And that would work quicker. Because people are slowing down in corridors because they're hitting other people. That's the issue. Notice that as people come down the corridor, they slow down as they hit other groups. They're like, look at that, slow down. Oh, you look nasty. Just dig straight through to the core. I will probably tell my electro bolts to shut down individual guns, because I don't fancy getting hit by them, so... Missiles are fun. Bye! This is why missiles are a lot of fun. We're doing okay. Still, watching these corridors is a nightmare. You see a lot of people coming down, then one person goes the other way, and oh, they slow down. It just depends if the AI is clever enough to separate them. Why are we not? Why are we going diagonally? Yeah, I know that I've told the thing to, you know, if we need to, go diagonally, but maybe let's just not do that? Nope, they still seem to want to go that way. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Gunboat. It's not exactly what I would call a gunboat. It's special. I'm going to go with special. Just take out the core. How does our ship look from above? Oh, I haven't painted it. There we go. Better. Decals high. Ah, that's a sensor thing. Yeah, it's off center. Yeah. That's if you hit this, we all die because it will chain react. Decal low. That is annoying. I really want to make it like that, but then it's not equal. And if I do it, it's going to be off center. Maybe we should make it deliberately off center. I know people are going to scream at me like, it's off center. It's like, well, the entire ship was ruined by the sensor array, so blame the sensor array. There we go. There we go. And then, of course, because we need to do it, EE. Oh, no, maybe we should put HMS, like, lithium. All right, let's do this properly. M. I hate spelling things backwards. I will probably get my own name wrong spelling it backwards. Where's an L? Next to M. Did I tell you I'm really, really good at the English language? Elysium 3. Can I have a hyphen? Yeah. Do we need like a HMS? Yeah, let's get a HMS in as well. Not that you can actually see it, but I like it. Oh yeah. Right, come here. Missiles are going to be funny against this. Boom! Known as point defense. By the way, what am I doing with my money? I'm saving up for fuel because we're going to need it. We could go and do some amateurs, but seems a bit pointless. And also saving up for a massive ship refit where we make the ship wider and also a little bit longer, so we can have a 4 wide missile area, and also so that we can get more weapons on the front, because I think we are missing out maybe another shield area here, and then another quite large set of weapons at the front. Because we have got quite long, we haven't actually managed to make our width any better though. Okay, these are respectable enemies, so don't take them too frivolously. And of course, making the corridors wider as well. I think that's going to be pretty useful for us. But seriously, just putting in corridors has sped up the crew massively. Okay. Well, you're interesting. I have no idea how to approach that. I guess just shoot the reactor? I really want to watch you in the fight. Come here. Their point defense ruined our missiles. That's not good. They're actually getting through our shield now. Yeah, we are taking some serious damage. Oh, hit the... Yeah, no, the reactor! Oh my god. Look at that. That tough wall is all that stands between us and destruction right now. I'm so glad we put the bulkhead in. Oh, look, that shot went straight down the corridor, igniting those bunks. This is going to be expensive. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, God. Come on. Yes! Okay, how much is that refit? That's a lot. I'm also seeing the really unlucky shots that penetrate down into corridors annihilate the corridors. Straight corridors like this, we nearly died because of that. If the shots were coming in and had actually gone in and clipped here or something and exploded next to the reactor, we would be in so much trouble. We really nearly died then. I'm thinking we have to make some adjustments because of it. Chief amongst them. And this is going to slow down the fire rate a little bit. Armor. Block of armor there. And I'd be tempted to do the same here, but it will mean they have to go through the area here. Screw it. I think it's important. That nearly killed us. That saved our life. I feel very, very vindicated in having this armor section here. And I think that's one of the cases where the donut just... Well, it was called a saucer. That could only be overcome by more DPS. Because it had a lot of weapons facing on each side, and it just kept spinning around, so it kept using different weapons. If we suppressed them, it just kept firing. It actually was kind of a good counter to the electro bolts, because it just kept spinning around. And while we could, you know, hit it with an electro bolt, it doesn't matter if you try and suppress one section, it'll just keep spinning. I'm really thinking that increasing the DPS by widening the front will really help. Missiles made very little difference initially until we managed to suppress or kill enough of its point defense, at which point they started doing damage. The entire front having basically stopped doing any damage. That was close. Yeah, thrusters keep shutting down at the back. We're going to need more people. Or faster distribution of stuff. It's not more people, actually. We've got lots of people. They're just not anticipating what needs doing, I guess. I don't know. Right, they've got a shield generator there. They've got 2 reactor cores. Target the main gun. They have got lots of missiles as well, so expect a missile volley coming at us. Incoming rounds. Here come their missiles. Did we take a hit? No, we're okay. Oh, our missiles, however, when they work, they really do. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Of course, most of the people who are in their bunks aren't used outside of combat, because during combat there are so many more jobs to do. I would hate to be captaining this vessel, because you've got to like get 170 odd people to do all their jobs at the same time. Like, wow, that's impressive. It's just so good with missiles, though. When they hit, they really do hit. Ooh. Cool idea. I like the design. I'm going to try and take out the control room. It's a Trade Federation ship, basically. Spartan. This is a Trade Federation ship. Okay, bring it. It's got double shields at the front. We're just going to have to out-DPS their shields. And our missiles are coming in. Oh! Whoa! That did not work out well for them. Okay, get the missiles back online. We'll go and hunt someone else. So slow because people are coming the other way. That's a lot of ion beams. You've got more ion beams than me. That's the first time I've seen that. That said, you've only got ion beams between you and the reactors, and when the reactors blow, all the ion beams disappear, so I feel fine about this. Your point defense is also pretty light. You've got 1 on each side. We can take you. And one of the ion beams just shut down. Oh, no, it's back online. So I don't have crew leave their station. Our shields are holding. We took out a few of their iron beams. Our shields are vaguely holding. Bye-bye. Technically, each section has a reactor left. So we need to wait for those to die. Any second. There we go. Uh-oh, my own missile. Got a good amount of money there. Question is, how much will it cost us to jump anywhere interesting? 88. Right, so we can actually afford to do that jump fairly easily. Maybe this is time for a massive refit. Because I think the issues this type of ship has are becoming a little bit more evident. Okay, so if we were going to do some sort of crazy massive refit, where would we start? Well, we'd want to have to move this, you know, far off to the side for now. Along with the armor, along with the point defense. You can come back later. We'd chuck that. We'd probably want to space out the point defense a little bit. We'd get ourselves... I do think this is an area where we'd say, look, yeah, we need more firepower. Fair cop. Let's put actual ammo using in, because that's what we need right now. That point defense is technically in the wrong place. There we go. Because that's going to need to go there. Right. If that does actually go there, we've got a small issue in that there's now a 5 gap. Which is not good, because I wanted a 3 gap or a 6 gap, because that's the size of the big artillery. So we could put an extra bit in there, but... I'm not sure a gap is going to be sufficient for us. You know what? It doesn't matter. I can get rid of some electro bolts. Because they're only electro bolts. At the end of the day, I don't want a door. Shoot. So right, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 if we get rid of the point defense. And then... No, 5. This is the worst case scenario. I guess we could put a point defense on both sides of it. Like that. Probably more efficient to do it that way around. Give me a large cannon. Yeah, that should work quite nicely. We're going to have to sort out our issue with corridors as well. And I do think that we should start adjusting this front bit here so there's like a little kink in the corridor so that we don't get those shots that come down and nuke everything, because those are doing a lot of damage to us. Right. Okay, so if we were to put you... here, point defense there, point defense there. Well, screw it, why not? I know why not put you there. It won't give us an even number. We want an even number. I'm kind of thinking I would love another shield generator. Like, probably not gonna be good enough. Kind of thinking that if we could get rid of an iron... That might not be a bad idea. Get rid of one of our iron guns. The issue of iron guns is they really kind of need to be central for this to work properly. At the same time, that is a massive liability to all of our stuff here. And I do feel that getting rid of one of the iron guns would actually really help us out. And because of how they work, they can be quite deep in the ship. So technically we could get... I mean, if we were to scrap some of our power places, we could get 2 in here. Should give us a lot of protection in the center, but it wouldn't actually really protect the guns. No. We could put one here. This would shift this one, which is fine, and it'd better protect a lot of stuff off to the side. Maybe. Yeah. If we shift you forwards, we'd get rid of the ion. We'd get... Oh, I don't know. For now, we'll leave it as it is, but I do think we need to make some adjustments to how that works. You need to all... Shoot. You need to all go. Ammo. That's going to be an easier topic. So, ammo. Ammo storage. Remember, corridors need to be wider. Let's do the corridors first. Okay. So these corridors. This is going to be an annoying topic to deal with because we need to shift everything on this center line a little bit. Effectively, like, to there. Shift the fire extinguishers for now. I was going to drop a few of them. That armor needs to be doubled. That kind of doesn't matter what it is. For now, we'll put armor in there. You can be binned. We're going to need to move you. Okay. And then we'd need to put in moving walkways. I hope they can cross across walkways. Otherwise, we're going to have issues getting into like doors and stuff. It'll probably be fine. Maybe. Otherwise, we'd have to specially design our ship so that everything that needs to go up is on one side and everything that needs to go down is on the other side. And that would be frustrating. Let's just put it in as a trial. Like, if we were to do this... Yeah, no, the AI is trying to walk backwards down the... It's actually working a lot better, because I think that now they're repathing. No, someone's still trying to do it. I think it's still probably faster to do it this way. So yeah, I think that's right. It looks like some sort of weird bug. Oh, it's got really impressive eyebrows. One of the two. Okay. Yeah, so where were we? Doing the corridor. So we'll call that good enough with that corridor. If you go here... That looks fine from my point of view. Technically, we're outside the range of the shield. And that was one of the things that I definitely do not want to do. So we're going to have to rearrange this a little bit. Because I do not want to be outside the range of that shield. Shoot. Right, where were we? Engine... And then put a corridor in. Do we want this corridor to be too wide? Probably not. Just because it's a pretty short corridor. Could put more missiles in down here. That's really tempting. Just be like, yep, all the missiles. Yeah, screw it, why not? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why not. The problem is I'm not paying attention to them. And you might say, is that a problem, Elysium? And you would be right. You would be completely right. It is not a problem. Now, let's make sure we've got enough missiles to fire at the enemy and make sure they don't get back up. Why are you flat? Oh, you're not connected. That's fine. You will be connected eventually. More missile storage. So basically every missile has a missile storage ready to go. So they should be able to fire 2 volleys. In theory, it doesn't work that way, but you should be able to fire 2 volleys before you need to fire again. And then be like, oh, wait, we need to reload properly. Like, actually from the missile machine. That's what we're calling it from now on. It is the missile machine. We need to do ammo up here. So let's do ammo. So I'm thinking... The problem is the way this has been done is that we can't do a 2 corridor. We're looking very shy on where to put ammo up here because of this. I might need to get rid of the second bunch of missile launchers. To be fair, they are maybe going to price me out. So, yeah. Decisions, decisions, decisions. How are we going to get enough ammo to manage these two guns? That's the problem. You could put one in there, a second one here. Well, technically we get a 4x4, but then we'd bang back to the old corridor system. And a 4x4 wasn't really enough for these in a protracted engagement. That was the issue we came to in the end, is that there just wasn't enough for a protracted engagement. It also only has a single layer of shield, whereas nearly the rest of the ship has two. You know, the edge doesn't need as much defense, so if we would put a second layer of defense here, where would the second layer of defense be? It would probably overlap quite a bit. There's a 3 gap there, which is odd. What if we did a 2 gap? Does get rid of a stockpile. We'll need to consider that. And then we could 2 gap here. Or I think more preferably 4 gap. 4 gap looks good to me. Or go a little bit wider. I think we can go wider. So if we move, right, you back to more like your original position, like not perfectly your original position. But somewhere like there. Went with an armor wedge. That's the wrong wedge. Of course I picked the wrong wedge. It's 2 choices. I always pick the wrong one. Shield generator. There. I bet people are like screaming at my design choices here. I know. They're terrible. Moving on. Put you there. Okay. Just gonna stop you screaming. There. Right. Then, in terms of ammo, I still don't think I've solved the problem. I think, if anything, the problem is just the same as it was before. Because we put a shield in there. Well, we needed a shield. We needed a shield. Let's just, for the record, don't think that was a bad idea. The question is... Nope, there's no other question. That's pretty much it. If we put the ammo here, we could feed people in using the fast walkway pretty damn quick. Put the ammo here and here. This is a really tough one. Because I think that we could have a really quick system if we go with that 2-corridor vibe. But the issue is, of course, that we've kind of used the 2-corridor vibe. And now around here, we're stuck. I guess we'll go back to the old system. The old system did have issues, though, so I guess we can change this in future if it needs changing. I've been OMRing over it for so long now. I think the decision is like, you know, put something down. Doesn't need to be perfect for now. And if we die, I will blame it because it needed to be perfect, and it wasn't. That needs to go. Shoot. Right. It is also true we need a lot more people. I will admit, that is a small problem with this design. And the money is really creeping up right now. And we probably need more reverse thrusters. Yep, there are definitely some downsides to this. I maintain that they are minor. I would be lying, however. So, right, let's just say, for now, for simplicity's sake, scrap that. Extra point defense is easily handled by that lovely gap there on our corridors. You need to have armor thrown at you. That needs to be a corridor. That thruster can move, and we can get more thrusters in as well. So if we put like a thruster here, thruster there, bin that one. For now, they just need to be connected, so don't go to any crazy lengths. Armor's not as necessary at the back. And then this area is kind of wasted at the moment. I am thinking that maybe we should move the reactors out to here and then have 2 separate reactor areas and then shield them properly, because this area is... I know it's close to the weapons, which is where we wanted it, but at the same time, it is a massive liability. And... well, you know, some might say having me in charge of a spaceship is a liability in and of itself. I did just punch the microphone. They might well be right, but that's not the point. Also, I've screwed up again. Because there's meant to be a corridor here. There we go. There's meant to be a corridor here so people can come and load that missile. Okay, if we were to relocate... we're getting very tight on money now. If we were to relocate the missile firing, the missile production center, where would we want to relocate it to? Go put it here. Yeah, I know it's, you know, there's no corridor going this way then, but at the same time, it doesn't really need to be. Okay. We'll need to relocate you so that this corridor is bigger. We will definitely want to get ourselves some fire extinguishers up here. God damn it. Fire extinguishers up here, so put those in there. We've got fire extinguishers here. Fire extinguishers there, although I don't think them really necessary at the back. That's going to be important. Can we put a door in the side of there? We can. Okay. We're getting close to what we can actually manage with this. Sure. Do it. The ship is looking fancy. Also like a massive liability. Oh, maybe it's because our ship is getting bigger at costs more to FTL. Yeah, we should get some more FTL drives to make that, you know, not so expensive. It's going to be a slow process of reloading all of these missiles. But that doesn't matter too much. I think the good part at the moment is our ship is pretty tough. It's got a lot of shields. Admittedly, you know, you can hit some of our weapons before the shields, but whatever. And the shields need to be reloaded. Can someone reload the shields? I'm not sure it's worth you crossing all of these conveyor belts. It does take you a lot of time to cross the conveyor belts. It's probably fine. I don't care. Right. I'm in EnterElysium. Next episode, we find out if the ship's actually going to be any good or whether it will blow up. I may actually now suspect that it will just ignite, and that will be bad. But we'll find out then. I've been EnterElysium. Like, subscribe, and of course, as per usual, stay shiny.